Hey y'all, hope you're all having an amazing day. So what I want to talk about today is living your life based on your shoulds, not someone else's shoulds. So this is something that is just so real to me and so near and dear to my heart because it's something that I totally used to do for so long. I was so worried about pleasing others. I was such a people pleaser and I wanted to be accepted by everybody so much and I needed that validation rather than validating myself and rather than just like living in the moment and living as I wanted to live and worrying so much about what everybody else thought of me. Like literally that's what I consumed me. And then when I really learned to let go of that and let go of fear, let go of approval from others, and really stop focusing on what people think I should be like or what I should do, and focusing on what I want to do, what makes me happy, what I should live my life like, it literally radically changed my life. And I mean, radically, like the person I am today from a year ago, so night and day different. It's insane. So, and it all just started coming from me being aware to what I was allowing people and how I was allowing them to control my life. One of the most amazing books ever for this that I highly recommend y'all should read is called The Four Agreements. And it helps you so much to understand how you're living your life based on someone else's blueprint for you and how you're basing decisions and you're basing thoughts and just so much of your life based on someone else's shoulds of you. And it's crazy once you start to become aware to that, how you're like, no, I do what I want to do. And I thought that too. I'm a very independent, super confident like person. And I was like, but then I start to realize, wow, like literally I'm making so many decisions based on my concern of how others are going to perceive me or if I'm going to still be received by them and like validated by them. And literally letting that go. That doesn't mean that these old thought patterns don't still show up in my mind, but I've learned how to understand them and what's tied to that and like the validation or rejection or acceptance, like why that was that need and that feeling in that moment. And then just really not caring about what anybody else thinks, honestly, and living off of what you should be doing and how you want to do it and basing like what success looks like to you, not what someone else. Like, I mean, the American dream is that you're married, you have kids, you live in a house. Like, but is that what you want? Is that what your dream is? Is that your American dream? Is it to go to work from a 9 to 5 every single day? Then yeah, go live that life. Is it that you want to create your own business? Then yeah, go live that life. Is it that you actually don't care about having a big house, you'd rather have like a small little farm and you be with animals all day? Go do that. There's literally no one that tells you that you have to do it this way. There's no one that says that. It's what we have decided that's what we should do based on what the world has told us to do. And you absolutely do not have to do that. You get to decide how you want to live your life. You get to decide the blueprint you want to have. There's literally a million ways to build a house, right? Just like, so I live in townhouses and they're all very similar, but they're also very unique. Like everybody gets to choose different things in their house. You get to choose like light fixtures, how you like different kind of layouts, all that kind of stuff, right? That's the exact same way you get to choose to live your life. You can choose to live it however you want. You get to write your own blueprint. You get to draw it out. And you know what? When you're living that life, you're like, actually, this doesn't bring me joy anymore. This isn't the life I want to have. Like, I know I'm meant for more. I know I can do more. Or this isn't bringing you happiness. You're living out of comfort rather than jumping out of your comfort zone. If you're constantly living in certainty and you're trying to control your life, you're not actually living. Like when you're living in bits of uncertainty and you're taking risks and you're jumping and you're fully living and you're awake and you're aware constantly, that's when you get to fully live. Like literally, that's why I tell you my life is night and day different from a year ago, as I stopped giving any shoulds to anybody else's opinion of what they think I should do or how I should do it or what they measure success like, the kind of way I should parent, the way that I should have a job, like all these different kinds of things. And when I decided, I'm like, you know what? This is what I'm created for. This is what I love. This is what brings me happiness. And I validate that for myself. Boom, game changer, totally different. And now I'm living a life of intention. I'm living a life of being present in the moment, living a life of being intentional with my time, with my thoughts, with my energy, with my awareness, because I'm literally awake to a different life. And that's what I want for all of you guys, is to have that exact same experience, that exact same life, and then live off of your blueprint, live off your shoulds, off the way that you want, and not be afraid to do that. Not be afraid that you still have to have this other validation from others, especially in the world we live in. We live in such a world of approval that it's so needed, and we're literally taught that. So I get it, and I've been there. And like I said, that still shows up for me. That doesn't mean that it's just gone forever, right? but it's learning why that is that case, and then how you can change your mindset behind that, and how you can change what success looks like to you. You can change all these things that you've been told for years and years, that you have to have this kind of a house, you have to have this kind of a family, you have to have this kind of a car, success only looks this way, the perfect body's only this way, people aren't going to love you and like you if you're this kind of personality. Oh, you're too loud, you're too extreme, you're too much, you're too quiet, you're not extroverted, you're introverted, like all these things. Who cares? Live exactly how you want. Like, you are perfect the way you are. How you were created is exactly how you're supposed to be. And if you don't love that about you, learn to love that about you. If there's things you want to change about you, then you can totally go and change that. I want you to love you for you. I want you to know that you're worth everything possible in this world. And that starts with living intentionally, starts with stop caring what other people think, because literally they're not living your life. Okay, and so don't worry about it. And also, everybody has shit going on. Everybody has something going on. So why are we judging each other instead of loving each other and coming from a place of love and forgiveness and compassion? And when you do that for yourself, that's where you stop needing someone else to validate you. So my whole point to all this, I know I go like crazy bananas, is just to love you for you, live intentionally, have the best month of this month that you can possibly have by doing these things. My suggestion is to go read the 4 agreements and let me know what you think about it. And if you decide to do something crazy cool this month that's for you and you live a life of intention for you, please tag me in a post at Steph Iliff on Instagram and on Facebook and hashtag Powerhouse, and I would love to see it and share it. So go live a life of intention. You're worth it. You're amazing. You're beautiful just the way you are.